Well, hello, beautiful people. It's me, Sam, from your friendly neighborhood Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, and I am here to review the new Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler directed and written film, Sinners. Okay, all right. So first of all, I want to say that if you haven't seen the trailers to this movie, good. Do not watch the trailers because there are a couple things that are revealed. They're not huge, like twist or anything, but it's best that you know very little about this film as possible. The movie stars two twin brothers, both played by Michael B. Jordan, who is exceptional in both roles. All right, you can easily tell immediately within the first 10 minutes. I could tell which brother was which brother. They are both, well, I'm saying they are both, but Michael B. Jordan is incredible at playing both characters. So I just wanted to say that up front. The cast itself is great. I mean, everyone here, even the smaller supporting characters, have like a moment or two to shine, which surprised me. I love that. I was really surprised by the two love interests in the middle. I know that's Haley Steinfeld. I'm sorry about the other lady there, but both are just great. Both give terrific performances. Jack O'Connell, man, the villain in the film, he's right there in the center at the bottom. He is just great. He like, man, why is this guy not an even bigger star? He really tears up the screen here. I just loved him. Delroy Lindo to the left there, the older gentleman, man, he is like pretty much the comic relief. Great. Every scene he is in, he steals it. But I have to say, I'm going to tell you this, okay? And a lot of people are probably going to be talking about it. The heart of the film is, and he plays a big part in the overall film, is the young man at the bottom there. And this is his first film, which, holy crap, man, a great debut. He has a huge future in the film industry because he is phenomenal. He plays their cousin, Michael B. Jordan's cousin, and he plays the guitar and he sings the blues. And without getting too much into it, music plays a huge part in this film. Okay, it plays a huge part in this film. These brothers come back to their old small town and they're trying to open up this basically this little joint where people can come and dance and eat and drink and listen to music. And some things happen, and man, the way the film is structured is phenomenal. Like, cinematography is just great. The editing, the score itself, like I said, music plays a big part in it, and it's just great, man. Acting, this is Ryan Coogler's first like original script. Everything he's done before was based off of something. And man, I want to see more original stuff from him because he has a lot to say. Not only does this movie have a lot to say about like racism, but it's a movie that, it's a genre bending film. On one hand, it's a character driven story, a drama. It has a little bit of romance. It has suspense and mystery, but it's also a horror film. And to be honest, I completely forgot that it was a horror film because the first half of the movie was so well made, was so slow burn and just character driven. You're so invested in what's going on that, by the time all the horror stuff comes in, you're just like, it took me a moment to realize, oh yeah, I forgot this is a horror film. And it's not a spoiler, so just keep that in mind. But if you're going into this movie expecting a straight up horror movie, all that doesn't happen until the second half of the movie, okay? It doesn't happen until the second half of the movie. And I hope that doesn't like make people avoid watching it, because I highly recommend you do, because even though the horror stuff happens in the second half of the movie, that first half in many ways is even better. I mean, I love the second half. It's bloody, it's bizarre, but that first half is really a strong first half. And yeah, this is one of those rare times where a genre film might be nominated for a few Academy Awards. This is hands down one of the best like horror vampire movies that I've seen in, I mean, over a decade. I mean, over a decade. Although it has elements, some little things related to other horror vampire movies, it's its own original story, which I admire, and it has a lot of emotional depth. There is a lot of emotional things going on, especially towards the end, involving Michael B. Jordan's character and the cousin here. So overall, man, this was a delight, man. This is why we go to the movies. We go to see movies like this that are original, that have a slightly bigger budget, that more adult orientated. It's funny. That's another thing that surprised me. It is quite funny. It has some surprises, not big, huge twist, but surprises along the way. It's violent when it wants to be. It's emotional when it wants to be. It is disturbing, and bizarre and kind of crazy at times. That being said, there are a few things that I found issue with. A couple of those being, there are a couple of CGI moments that didn't work for me. I didn't think that they worked too well. I didn't think they looked too good. And there are a couple of creative choices that, without going into spoilers, I wish they would have leaned into more. And that's all I'm going to say. I just wish they would have leaned more into that stuff, because it would have been interesting to see how that played out. Regardless, this movie runs at around 2 hours and 12 minutes without credits. And I'm telling you, so the movie ends, right? And then there's something going on while the credits are going on. And a lot of people walked out, which surprised me. I'm telling you, do not walk out of the movie, because once those beginning credits happen, there is an additional scene that is actually the end of the movie. And over half of our theater had already walked out because they thought the movie ended. But there is a mid-credit scene that I don't even want to call it a mid-credit scene, because it really is the end of the movie, because it plays a huge part in the overall story. It is a conclusion. So please, if you go watch the movie, sit in your seats, don't walk out, because there is another scene. It's about maybe 5 to 10 minute scene. It is a huge scene. So yeah, I love this movie. This is hands down one of the best horror vampire movies I've seen in about a decade or so. It is easily one of the best films of the year so far. I think it's one of, if not Ryan Coogler's best films. Yeah, the cast is just phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I think you need to rush out to go see it. It is definitely worth your time. It's, yeah. I love that I was able to see a big original film just like this in theaters. And to be honest with you, I can't wait to watch it again. So guys, thank you so much. I'm feeling a light 9 out of 10 for Sinners. Take care.